Hi there, boys and girls. We are joined by the spelling bee here. He's ready to help us with this week's spelling words.
I've been very busy preparing them, Mrs. Neve.
Thank you, spelling bee. We do appreciate that. And we saw in your book last week what a busy bee you are.
Yes, it's very important to know how to spell.
Thanks for helping us with that, bee. All right, boys and girls. Spelling bee, they're ready for you.
Okay, here I go. Bing.
Okay, here we are. This week's first spelling word is
six.
Six, a number word. Okay, let's put it up here. Word number 1, 6. B, take it away.
Bing.
Oh, he's got another one for us.
Word number 2 is 7.
7. Do I detect a pattern here, spelling bee?
Maybe.
Maybe. Get it? Okay, we've got 6. Now here is 7. What will word number 3 be? What do you think? Go ahead, bee.
Okay. Bing.
Okay, we're up to word number 3, which is
8.
Of course. You were right if you predicted 8. Let's put 8 up on the board. Word number 3. Whoops. 8. Okay, B, we're ready for word number 4. I wonder what it will be.
What it will be? Bing.
As we suspected, word number 4 is
9.
Yeah. Well, there's probably no mystery as to what word number 5 will be, right? But B, you'd better take us to it. Word number 5, please.
Okay. Bing.
As you knew, word number 5 is
10.
excellent. Well, this makes sense. Last week our spelling words were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This week they are 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Mrs. Neve, these are bigger words. Does that mean they'll be harder?
No, B, actually, I think this list might be a little easier for the boys and girls.
Really? How so?
Well, let's take a look at them. Let's take a look at our first word, which is 6. You can sound it out. It's obeying the phonics rules. It'll be like playing the listening game, right? Si, S-I, x, and then your X. 6. Should be a piece of cake.
Maybe a piece of honey.
Maybe a piece of honey. All right, word number 2. 7. Once again, you could sound this out. Take a closer look at it. Se, S-E, right? Sev. You can hear the V. Then. It's obeying the phonics rules. You can just sound it out like the listening game.
Wait a minute, Mrs. Neve. There's 2 vowels in this word.
A good question, spelling bee. You might look at this word, boys and girls, say, oh, there's 2 E's. It's going to be long E. Seven. Well, that doesn't make sense, does it? It's a different phonics rule, and it has to do with syllables. That's how many beats are in a word. Let me put the 7 up here for just a minute. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, 7 is back on our list. Take, for instance, the word cat. If I were going to see how many claps I could get in the word cat, excuse me, but either would work. Cat. It's just 1 clap, just 1 beat.
How about the word bee?
If I was going to do the word bee, just 1 clap. But let's try the word 7. 7. 2 claps, right? And they call those claps syllables. So there's 2 syllables in the word 7, and you count how many vowels are in each syllable. Don't worry about it now. You'll work on that more when you get to first grade. Just around the corner, right? So keep it, just for now, keep in mind that you can sound out the word 7.
Are there any homonyms involved, Mrs. Neve?
Good question, spelling bee. 7, no homonyms. And back to 6, No homonyms there either. Now, let's take a look at word number 3, which is 8. Now, this might be the only one of the words that really will present a challenge for you this week, because I know you'd think it would be eight, A-T, right? It's not. There is a homonym involved. We'll talk about that in a couple minutes. This actually is obeying the phonics rules. If you put E-I-G-H together, it makes the long A sound. Funny, huh? A, 8, and you'd get to the T. But in order to help you remember that, I do have a fun song that we're going to sing in a few minutes that will help you spell the number word 8. I'm all over that, Mrs. Neve. Sounds good, doesn't it? Now, you mentioned something about homonyms with the number word 8. There is. 8 does have a homonym. Let me get my black marker. It's A, just like A you would hear, 8T, and then a super E to make A say its name. And this is like I ate my dinner. So, but don't write this word 8 for the spelling test. We would have to mark it wrong because we don't want this homonym. We want the number word 8. And I'm sure when mom or dad, whoever's giving you the test, they'll put the word in a sentence for you so you know. Something like, there are 8 weeks left before we go on our vacation. Oh, okay. Let's go to our next number word, 9, which is word number 4. It obeys the phonics rules. You could sound it out. You've got N, I, it's long I, 9. You can hear the N. You know there has to be a silent E at the end to make I say its name, and it's the only way. Oh, I guess you can kind of see it there. You can see kite. It's the only way you can get long I with 2 vowels. So that one should be, again, just like playing the listening game, piece of cake or piece of honey. Right. Okay, let's put 9 back up there. And then we've got our last one, the number word 10. Oh, this one looks pretty easy, Mrs. Neve. It is. Sound it out. T-E-N. 10. It's that easy. You guys are so good at spelling. This won't be a problem at all. But even though you can sound a lot of these out, you still want to practice them, all right? You know how we do it. Say the word, spell it, say it again. Let's start with 6. Ready? 6. S-I-X. 6. I'll bring this closer. 7. S-E-V-E-N. 7. Get that back up. 8. E-I-G-H-T. 8. Okay, let's get 9 down. 9. N-I-N-E. 9. Any homonyms with that one? No homonyms. You don't have to worry about 9. Okay, and our last one. Got it, Mrs. Neve. Oh, thank you, Spelling Bee. Here we go. 10. T-E-N. 10. Homonyms? None. So no problems there. 8 is the only one where you've got the homonym. Okay, very good, Mrs. Neve. So we'll practice them out loud. Right, practice them out loud, but also practice writing them down because that's another great way to help you learn the words. And of course, we have a handwriting page to help you with that this week. Let me grab it. Here is your handwriting page. I'll set Mr. B down for a minute here. Of course, your name at the top, first and last. Write each of these number words. Let's do them 3 times for the short ones. Now, 7 and 8 are longer. You might be only able to fit them on 2 times on your line, so that's okay. 7 and 8 twice. I have reproduced our letters page on the board, so I'm going to move the computer over there, and we'll talk about the sentence that you are going to copy. Now, in order to move the computer over, I've got to switch the plug because, I don't have enough battery life. Let's go ahead and bring the camera over. Have to unplug it. Be right back. Hopefully I don't stop the camera. I will do my best. Okay, here we go. I'm working on it. How's it going there, Mrs. Neve? Just fine. Okay. Got this unplugged. Don't worry, we're getting it here. Good job, Mrs. Neve. Thanks, Spelling Bee. Okay. I have got us plugged in now. We should not lose power. And cameras are still rolling, so we're good to go. Let's go ahead and move this over a little bit here and get this straightened out so you can see our sentence on the board. And you are going to, as I mentioned, be copying this sentence. Let me grab my black marker. Let's go ahead and look at our first word up here. Starts with that SP special sound, sp. Let's sound it out. Spiders. Spiders. Hey, we're learning about spiders this week. Very cool. Spiders, bing, bing, sight word, have 8, our new spelling word, number word. Let's back up, take a running start. Spiders have 8 legs. Yes, they do. That's what makes one of the things that makes them different from insects. Remember, insects have 6 legs. So you're going to copy down spiders have 8 legs, and that will help you practice our spelling word 8. So start with an uppercase S because this letter is the line leader of the sentence. S-P-I-D-E-R. E-R is making your sound. Spiders. There's your S at the end. And now a space have, H-A-V-E. Hopefully you remember that from another spelling test, right? And then we get to our number word 8. Leave a nice space. E-I-G-H-T. Now you can see I'm running out of room, so I'm going to come down to the next line for legs. You can do that on your paper too. So legs. Now this is a lowercase l because even though it's a new line, it's not a new sentence. The legs is part of this. Spiders have 8 legs, so don't capitalize the L. L-E-G-S. And then your period, because that's the end of the sentence. Okay, very good. That will help you practice the number word 8. Now, I did mention a song, so let me teach it to you. I think you're going to like it. First, I'll get the number word 8 down. Now, do you remember the song Bingo? You know, there was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, B-I. You remember. We're going to use that tune to learn how to spell the number word 8. Goes like this. Spiders have 8 legs, you know, and most have 8 eyes also. E-I-G-H-T, E-I-G-H-T, E-I-G-H-T. Yes, spiders have 8 Legos. Get it? Legos, like the toy, but we're talking about their legs. Yeah, okay. But maybe Mr. Spider does have 8 Legos. We'll have to ask him about that. Let's sing it again. And you can practice this song through the week to help you with the number word 8, okay? Let's sing it again. Spiders have 8 legs, you know, and most have 8 eyes also. E-I-G-H-T, E-I-G-H-T, E-I-G-H-T. Yes, spiders have 8 Legos. So have fun singing that song this week.
I will too, Mrs. Neve, although I'm a little nervous about the spiders. I don't want to get caught in a web.
Oh, I know. So Spelling Bee will be very careful about that. I'm going to go ahead and put 8 back up on our list of spelling words, so we're good to go that way.
Mrs. Neve, speaking of spiders and insects,
right?
I noticed that our little insect friends have a new 10 equations family equation for us.
You're right, they do. Let's take a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them over here. 4 plus 6 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. 4 plus 6 equals 10.
That's pretty cool, but I do have a little bone to pick with you, Mrs. Neve.
What's the problem, Spelling Bee?
There's no bees up there, and bees are a kind of insect.
That is true. spelling bee. I think it's just because Lucy the ladybug didn't have any toy bees. Otherwise, I'm sure there would have been one up there.
Could I go up there and help?
Well, sure. Maybe one of our insect friends wouldn't mind giving up their spot for you. How about this nice beetle here?
I'm okay with it. I've got stripes like Mr. B.
Okay, so our little beetle friend will be glad to give up his spot.
Oh, Mrs. Neve, can we do a different equation?
Okay, sure. Which one are you thinking of? Okay. All right, so in order to do this, we're going to put the spelling bee right there. Okay, let's see what equation the spelling bee came up with and his other insect friends. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side plus 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. You guys did the twin.
Yeah, Mrs. Neve.
Okay, we better write that down. Where's my black marker? Here it is. We had 4 plus 6. Now we have the twin. 6 plus 4 equals 10. Good job, spelling bee.
Thanks, Mrs. Neve.
We might have to start calling him the numbers bee, right?
Oh.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, boys and girls. Remember, work hard, do your best, honor the Lord, and be a light for Jesus, all right? We'll see you next time. Let me get us all set up here to say goodbye. Oh, when I moved the camera, that kind of moved things around okay, now we've got it. Be a light for Jesus. Love you guys. See you next time.